Tiffany Hinton, gluten-free mom certified, and I just want to share with you what we're having for dinner tonight. We're going to do a chicken fettuccine with broccoli. So I've got fresh broccoli from the market. I've got my chicken, and I'm not going to use all of this, but I'm going to pound this out a little bit and stick it in the broiler with some salt and some pepper. Let it cook up, and then I'm going to cut it into strips for the fettuccine. These are organic mung bean fettuccine noodles that we're going to use. So they're green. And then we have our seasoned packet for Alfredo sauce from Wildtree. And this one is called Wildtree's Alfredo Extraordinaire. It does have dairy in it, I will tell you that. But it is gluten-free, so otherwise we're good to go. And I'm going to actually mix it up using rice milk just to cut down the amount of dairy that is in it. But it does have some, cheese powder. So that's what we're going to have tonight. We're going to get this going, and I'll kind of walk you through some of the steps. So we'll check back in shortly. Okay, so I've got my chicken pounded out. I'm going to show you this, and I just use, a meat pounder, and I pounded out one chicken breast pretty thin. We do always have bigger chicken breasts because I get them from a local market. I'm going to put some Himalayan pink salt on it and a little bit of fresh cracked pepper, and then he's going to go right into the broiler. So we'll get our salt. The Himalayan pink salt is actually so much better for you. If you don't have that, go with a sea salt or a kosher before you ever go with plain old salt. So I'm going to do both sides. All right, we're going to open up our broiler, and I'm going to put him down below. If you are looking for other fantastic recipes, make sure that you check out gfmomcertified.com. I'm looking for my grapeseed oil so that I can just put a little bit of oil on our broiler, just so he doesn't stick, that's all. We've got everything on there, and then you can always sign up for free weekly recipes too. We'd love to have you do that, and I send those out every Tuesday. All right, so he's going to go right in the broiler, and he's already sizzling away, which is great, and we're going to start our fettuccine Alfredo. The Alfredo part of our meal is what we're going to start. So, got our pan. We're going to need a whisk, and again, this is from Wildtree. If you've not tried a Wildtree product, definitely try them. I am absolutely loving how simple they are and how tasty they are. They've got great flavor. So, loving them. Okay, so we're going to mix 5 tablespoons of butter with a half a cup of milk. And again, I'm using just plain old rice milk. We're going to whisk that together until it starts to bubble. And then it'll thicken up, and we'll pour it on our noodles. So, let's get that started. Let's get our milk measured first. I often wonder, as much as you guys are in my kitchen as I am, if you came in here to cook, would you know exactly what cupboard to pull something out of? Probably so, huh? Because you always see me get stuff out. All right, we need 5 tablespoons of butter. We tend to use a very organic butter, I guess you could call it. The butter I buy is imported from Poland, and it's from grass-fed cattle, so it's not highly processed. 2, 3, 4, and 5. The other thing with this butter that I love is that even though I'm lactose intolerant, this butter does not give me gas. So that has something to do with, I don't know, the way it's made, I guess. But it doesn't come pre-measured in sticks like you get it in the U.S. The butter comes in pound and half-pound chunks. So you just got to kind of measure it out or guess if you know. All right, we're going to whisk this up. We're going to melt, again, the butter, and then we're going to add the package after the butter gets melted down. So, we'll check back in with you, but that's what we got going on. And make sure you get your whisk out and ready to go. All right, so I have just dumped our powdered Alfredo sauce into my melted butter and milk, and I'm going to whisk that up. One thing that I wanted to let you know is that I cut up, well, I did cut them in half, and then I mashed them. Garlic cloves, put them in watching a pot boil, it never boils. But when I drop them, they will take 8 minutes. So I'll definitely set the timer on the microwave to do that. And then we'll kind of all throw it together, and I can't wait to try this dinner tonight. Again, this sauce that I'm making is from Wildtree. You can get it at mywildtree.com/organicgirl, or there'll be a link below the video where you can buy some of the Wildtree products and try them for yourself at home. They've been amazing for us and a great time saver. My broccoli is about done. I'm going to turn the heat down on the Alfredo sauce so that it'll just kind of sit here and simmer while we get the rest of dinner together. And I'm going to check our chicken, and hopefully he's ready to be flipped over. Alright, so we flipped our chicken over. And when he comes out, I'll put him on the board and let him cool off. And then I'm going to slice him diagonal so we'll have like slices of chicken in our fettuccine Alfredo. And it looks like our broccoli is almost done. Hi, Frankie. Frankie is joining us from her afternoon nap. So when we get it all put together, I'll definitely show you a plated up version of our dinner. Alright, so dinner is ready. Our timer is going off, but I just pulled the chicken out. I want to show you. Like I said, I just was going to slice it so it's in strips. You just cut it kind of diagonally. And then we've got our fettuccine with our broccoli and our Alfredo sauce in this pan all mixed up, and it's green. You will get some in just a moment. We got our bread, and you can use the broiler that you were cooking your chicken in. Just throw your bread in there. It'll toast it up for you. Just remember to flip it, and remember it's in there. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit of chicken on top here. Alright, make sure we get a picture of this. It's finger licking good. But here is the chicken Alfredo from Wildtree Alfredo sauce with the mung bean green noodles and our grilled chicken and toast. So with that, gfmomcertified.com. This is what we're having for dinner, and you can find the link below. Have a great evening.